I can't believe you jumped that fence. I know. I don't know how I did it. I know. Yeah, sticks in the fridge. Ah.
Hello, Gran. Guess who?
Come on in if you're young and beautiful.
Hi, Gran.
Darling. Hello, darling.
Hello, Gran. How are you?
How are you? Oh, they're lovely. Thanks, darling. Would you like one of these?
Thanks.
What happened?
I broke my hip.
Yes, but how on earth
You're going to have to give up hang gliding, Gran.
I wasn't doing anything quite so exciting, Penny. I tripped over the cat in my own kitchen.
You're kidding. You can't break your hip just falling on the floor like that.
Well, normally you couldn't, of course. But unfortunately, I have a bone disorder that makes my bones brittle and weak. It's called osteoporosis.
Gee, that's bad luck, Gran.
Yeah, I hope you get rid of it soon.
Well, thanks for your good wishes. But you're both wrong.
Wrong?
Firstly, it's not exactly bad luck. It's partly my own fault. And secondly, I'll never get rid of it. There's no cure for osteoporosis.
But you couldn't help getting it. How could it be partly your fault?
Because, my darlings, osteoporosis is not curable, but it is preventable. Imagine if you had just enough money to live on.
Do you need money, Gran?
Heavens no, darling. I'm giving you an example. Imagine if you only had enough money to live comfortably and you lost just 1% every year.
Oh, you'd soon be broke.
Exactly. But if you had plenty of money to begin with...
Losing 1% wouldn't make much difference.
Precisely. And the same thing is true with your bones.
You didn't save your bones?
Something like that. You see, our bones keep growing and strengthening until we're about 35. But from then on, we lose about 1% every year.
And you lost one in your hip.
Penny?
Give me a honeycomb.
Sorry, Gran.
Your bones, Penny, are like honeycomb. Osteo means bones. Porosis means porous or holy. Your bones would have little holes in them, like this. But as you get older, the holes get bigger, so your bones become brittle and weak.
Oh, that's awful.
Yes, it is awful, Amanda, but I could be worse off. Some people have it so badly they can break their ribs turning over in bed.
Oh, you couldn't do anything.
Hello there.
Who's that?
Come on in, Steve.
Is that Dr. Lewis?
I guess he's what you girls call a bit of a spunk, eh?
Hello, girls. Hi, Gwen. Just thought I'd pop in to see how you were going.
Well, I don't think I'll be going anywhere for quite a while.
Will it take long, Dr. Lewis?
Unfortunately, Penny, your grandmother has a bone disorder called osteoporosis.
Yeah, she's been telling us about how it weakens your bones so they break easily.
That's right, they do break more easily. But your gran's a pretty healthy girl. I don't think it'll take us too long to get her back on her feet.
How rare is it?
Unfortunately, it's awfully common. About 6% of men get osteoporosis, but it strikes about 25% of women.
So we have about 1 in 4 chance of getting it.
And seeing there's no cure, maybe you can understand now why it's so important to do everything you possibly can to prevent it.
Well, I'm convinced. How do we prevent it?
Well, I don't think you two have much to worry about, do you, Steve? No. The main thing is lots of exercise and the right food. And you two get more than your fair share of that. Ask the doctor here if you're interested. You've just about worn your poor gran out.
We put some of Mum's macaroni cheese in your fridge.
Anything else you need, Gran?
No, thanks, darling. Uncle Frank will be back in a couple of hours. But do thank Mother for the macaroni cheese.
I'll walk out with you.
Bye, Gran.
I'll pop round in a couple of days, Gwen. Take care now.
Bye-bye.
See you soon, Red.
See you.
Where's your car, Dr. Lewis?
Can we give you a ride?
Thanks, but I rode too. I thought I could use the exercise. I'll ride with you up to the turn-off, though, if you like.
All right.
Great.
Prince.
Hello, Prince. You're a good boy, aren't you?
How are you?
This time. Come on. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. Yes, you are. Good boy.
Grandma will be alright, won't she, Dr. Lewis?
Yes, she will, Amanda. It's a good thing she's so healthy otherwise.
What if she wasn't?
Well, anything that confines people your grand's age to bed can be dangerous. Things tend to get them while they're down, like pneumonia.
Gran says osteoporosis is preventable. How's that?
Well, take Prince here. If you didn't feed him, what would happen?
He'd get thin.
Thin and weak. And the same is true of your bones. If you don't feed them, they get thin and weak.
But how can you feed something that's dead?
What's dead?
Your bones.
Far from it. Our bones are very much alive. In fact, they're normally fairly new, too.
New.
Our bones are being remodeled continuously. Babies completely replace the calcium in their bones once a year. There's not a bone in your body older than 5 years.
So our bodies are constantly making new bone.
And it can't make it without calcium.
Don't our bodies make calcium?
No, Penny. Our bodies can't make calcium. So we need to make sure we get enough. You see, we need it for other things, too. To build teeth, which are much like bone. And in fact, your heart couldn't beat without it.
I never thought of Lucy here as a calcium factory before.
Why would anyone take calcium tablets?
I thought you were looking a bit dreamy-eyed. Weren't you listening to Steve? Dr. Lewis. Not that I blame you.
I know why we need calcium, stupid. I just don't understand why anyone would take calcium tablets. It seems so unnatural.
Well, I guess they're on these fad diets. You know this, know that. You're not allowed to eat anything that doesn't taste like chaff.
Oh, but surely everyone's heard of low-fat milk and cheese and stuff. There's just as much calcium in it, isn't there?
Well,
Steve says so.
So, how was Gran today?
Much better. Oh, Mum, she said to say thanks for the macaroni cheese.
They went riding with Dr. Lewis.
And how is the doctor?
Fine.
Wonderful's more like it.
I was explaining that osteoporosis isn't curable, but it is preventable.
It's a calcium deficiency.
Did you know, Dad, that smoking and drinking alcohol reduces your level of calcium? Dad?
No, I think he meant
No,
that...
Dad, they do.
They do. And if Sam had a little less soft drink and a little more milk, he'd be less likely to end up like Grandma.
I'll never end up like Grandma.
Well, you could, Sam. Boys get osteoporosis too.
So, darling, what are you going to do to make sure you get your calcium?
Oh, Mum, you're a natural. You're doing it already. There's calcium in the carrots, in the broccoli, and in the cauliflower. Not as much as the cheese sauce on the cauliflower. But Steve said a balanced diet is the main thing.
Steve, is it?
He says the easiest way to make sure we get enough calcium is to have at least 3 serves of any dairy food every day. 3 glasses of milk.
Does flavoured milk count?
Of course, Sam. Or 1 glass of milk and 2 serves of cheese, or whatever.
What about yoghurt? Does that count?
Sure does, Sam.
And ice cream?
Yep.
You don't have to worry about me. I'll never get osteoporosis.
You've already got porousness in the head, Sam.
I think Mum knew all this already. That's why I sent us over to Gran's with macaroni cheese, isn't it?
Well, I do know a little bit about osteoporosis. You know, it's very important for women of my age to get their calcium.
The doctor told us about menopause.
He did.
I know we're also worried about something you might not even get when you're old like Mum anyway.
Oh, hey, fair go.
Or old like Gran.
That's better.
No, I guess you wouldn't, Sam. But it's because it's too late then. You have to do the right thing now.
It's a bit like not cleaning your teeth. I mean, if they're all ugly and broken and falling out when you're old, how you'd wish you'd looked after them when you were younger.
As a matter of fact, Sam, your teeth are mainly made of calcium like your bones.
That does it. Mum, I think I better have a big serving of ice cream. For starters.
you.